I hate that it keeps my footage keeps getting corrupted and whatnot. Anyways, as we look, we really took take care of a lot again. Now we're all done. We're gonna head over to FTC. The party awaits. You're not feeling great about that. What do you mean? It's Jacinthe. She's bad news. I'm pretty sure I get what LeBron was trying to warn us about now. It was certainly rude of her to appear at our strategy meeting uninvited. That's the least of my worries about her. But I guess we should head to Resicine. The longer we make her wait, the worse we'll get. Hey, do you all hear that? It sounds like something's going on outside. I just want to celebrate us calming a few more Rogue Mega Pokémon. Instead, we got Jacinthe. And now more trouble at the door? I'll go see what's up. Tony's dealing with a lot, isn't she? Why don't we join her out there so he doesn't have to handle this stuff alone? I mean, she did have to deal with first Adept and whatnot. Why the hotel surrounded by a... Wait, is this a battle zone? I don't remember the battle zones being purple. Hello and bienvenue to the Jacinthe zone. Why, similar to wild zones and battle zones, you know, this one is for my own personal use. Please feel free to admire how the color of my holodeck avatar expertly matches the zone. This can't be real. No matter how long I wait, no matter how many times I ask politely, the two of you still refuse to do what is right. Participate in my wonderful tournament, thus to ensure my invitation is accepted no matter the cost. I have taken matters into my own hands. Forgive me for resorting to such drastic measures and for not being there in person to greet you. I couldn't care less that you're here in hologram form. Just take down your weird zone already. Our hotel's not going to get any guests like this. Isn't Carbo from the Rust Syndicate the only guest we've had recently? Pretty much, yeah. What's that anything wrong? It's not a weird zone, it's a Jacinthe zone, and that I will be deactivated in due time. But in order for that to happen, you must fight for that is what I wish, and I brook no refusal. Why are you doing all this? Watching his battles for his hand revealed to me the true extent of Dark's talents. And now I want nothing more than to see that glorious sound shine in my tournament. Sure, that's too much to ask. Well then, my dear Laban, I shall leave the rest to you. Adieu! I trust you understand my earlier warnings for now, about the consequences that await those who dare to slight Lady Jacinthe. Personally, I fail to see the point of these next battles, but I clear the command sets. Now then, dog, please meet your opponent. I will show you the marvelous battle style we train to achieve at the Battle Spells Connoisseurs. Apparently, Josh Scorch actually mentioned that Jacinthe is a reference to, like, a Fae. Like, references to Fae, and that makes very fitting with her whole, she will use as fairy types. Honestly, I see it. And yeah, I've added a camera up, an alpha camera up in my team in doing this, and you will not be seeing the last of this alternate count full on, because let's just say if things keep going as the way it is, let's just say, because I'm really like 2 ranks needed, because this is for rank B and then we're going to rank A. Yes, I'll take that because camera up did indeed get something like that. And the Bell Connoisseurs, like the SPC, uses Dragon and Fairy types, in case you may have not noticed before. In fact, the whole only Diamond is the only like quote organization that uses one type, while the Rust Syndicate and the SBC will use a particular type of will uses two types. Because I don't actually see like Dynamo using any other than electric types because mainly because of Canary. But the Fearsome LeBon is next. Oh, Fearsome is right. I actually see her that she's kind of two-faced. I expect nothing less from you. Yes, I do, because my camera got hurt. So if you may return to the venue, I will join you shortly. Let's go! Looks like I finally get to lose in a real battle once. Bring it on! Oh jeez, I've got the feeling LeBon is as much bad news as just seen. Shut it, Bug! I'll deal with you next! The way of a phase of who I used to be before Justine came along. Calm and reserved, but when her Bell Spirit ignites, she's like a dragon. She's the dragon user, and as you probably can guess, Justine uses a fairy type. And regarding the whole steel and poison type thing with the Rust Syndicate, I believe only Kobo himself breaks that rule with his Gyarados, but then again, you do like his point. That's probably because we're infused with really long like Pokemon. Pokemon I really like Serpentine or not, because two of his Pokemon are kind of Serpentine. I know what I'm doing is a bit stupid, and it still is being stupid. I should wait and use, well, apparently I have to use my camera for the next Pokemon, because her Mega Pokémon is Dragology. Time for a secret weapon! Mega Evolve so you can drag this kid, Dragology. Mega Dragology! A poison and dragon type. Which is in fact the same type as our normal Dragology. I use that against me. But Mega Camera managed to do a lot, that's good. Okay, there goes Mega Dragology. Actually, one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 6 got a Mega. I really like that. Did I actually mention about Dragology? Let's see. No, I did not mention because my friend actually learned it. Because I know one of my top 5 favorite Megas is from introducing Pokemon Legends ZA, and Dragology is, I believe, the top 7 for me. Don't forget, I keep fighting until you give up, join the tournament. Hold on a sec, I just need to heal my team. You hold on a sec. You're only planning on battling the tournament. You serious? Jeez, maybe starting that next time? You're the one who trapped us in this weird zone and wouldn't listen to a thing we said. It's a just seen zone. I had a battle from Bell for the first time in a while and just seen it getting what you wanted, so I guess I got no complaints. Almost no complaints, to tell you the truth. I wish I could fight like this more. Is this version of you the real one? I used to be a fighter back in the day, the kinds that only seek out the strongest opponents. Yeah, I like setting fights with my Pokemon and my fist. Don't like it, then don't mess with me. Anyway, 2 years ago, I got totally annihilated in battle by just seeing and still paying for it. Now I gotta talk all fancy and wear this crazy getup, all because I promised her I would. So I'll warn you again, watch out for Jashim. If you lose to her, you might end up like me. Promotion match, and you who will see the coming? It's frickin' Justine. talk about perfect time. You really gotta escape just see if he sees your opponent in your next promotion match. Hold up, I gotta wait up the just team zone. Just team zone off! So don't forget, you're gonna need a challenge ticket before you can have a promotion match, which I have. Later, I'll be waiting back at the hotel Sashimi. No, just see if the bar might be more liked than through the first thought. Let's go to Hotel Sashimi and when you're ready. Alright, I'll meet you there. So back when they mentioned with the before I'm gonna see, do I have enough for the Gyarados site in this save file? Because I have been doing some gathering all those fragments because I do need my see items. How much do I need for it? Let's see, Gyarados. I'm 5 okay, so I got myself the Gyarados site, so that means all my Pokemon here can finally Mega Evolve. It was just the Gyarados I couldn't do Mega Evolving, which was upsetting me. There we go. Now first and first I need to heal my Pokemon because alright, let's get in. I did well, huh? Okay, got it back into work mode. Would you permit me to take your photo for the tournament brackets? Go ahead. I'm going to go too. Alright, take your photo. Let's be happy. Say cheese! Perfect! Kindly follow me to the venue. Lady Josephine is waiting for you. Obviously, she made it very clear with her tactics. Finally, we've been waiting here forever for you, Doc. What do you mean? After you left, we figured the terminal was us, but then when you tried to leave, we got trapped in this weird Justine Stone thing. Yep, she tries it. She trapped everyone here. Dear friends of Onyx, I thank you for your patience. I'm delighted to know that my tournament, organized by me and my honor, has recovered its missing pieces. Now have a look at the tournament brackets. As you can see, I am the Ultra Deluxe top seat, a befitting position for your humble hostess, no? Oh, there's planning things with your own inconvenience in mind, and there's this. For round 1, we have Canary facing off against Dark. Once you're ready, please speak to the bar on the court. Now then, my dear friends, let's listen to what does Justine commence. Now, this is Justine's tournament, so I guess we gotta do this, even if it seems a little bizarre. And I'm pretty sure you also can guess where this is going. Because our first opponent is Canary, but there's also Ivor. Because if he wins against Philip, we have to face against Ivor, and there's also Corbeau as well. I'm pretty sure you can see this is supposed to be like a boss rush of the previous 3 bosses that we have faced before. I'm just here to show my adoring kinetics how cool and strong I am. This time I know I'm gonna win. Alright, it's time for the deal with this. And I will also make up to it for keep having to show you keep going to swapping with my save files. Stuff happens, of course, but still. But let's just say regarding the mascot of this game, I have something prepared. I forgot to Electros is her main Acer Mega Evolution. I forgot about that. But at least there is one good thing for me to doing this again in this episode. I was not going to be too disappointed because there is one thing about the Rogue Mega Evolutions which I'm going to have to do is one of my favorite things in this entire game. It tries my whole team, even Electros again, and she's going to swear up a storm, you know. Yep, she's going to cuss. Here comes the cussing. Yep, there's the cussing. How does it get me? But I'm Canary! Thank you both for that spectacular battle, Canary and Dark. I am all excited and participate to see how the rest of the battle plays out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you knows how this went. Dear friends and other guests, we have made it to the end of round one. The players who qualified for the next round are Dark, Ivor, Culbro, and Gwyn. For round 2, you have Ivor facing up against Dark. Yep, I'm pretty sure that is something we all saw coming now, didn't we? Alright. Without further ado, let the battle between Ivor and Dark begin! A quick word, please, Dark. I feel you should know that Laban here was the reason I started my strict training regimen. Should we never fight when we were training? After that, and I... second thought, never mind all that. I should focus on our match. Let's have a fair fight, yes? Ivor, the Fist of Butt Justice. I forgot he sent in that. I'm pretty sure he's gonna start a bit Rock Blast, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here comes the Rock Blast. Here we go. There comes the Rock Blast, and it's not just Rock Blast, it's the plus move as well. At least one other good thing that's gonna happen during this tournament is that I'm not gonna be destroying everyone. Heat Crash? I'm not letting you break Bulldozer, man. Okay, I want to save Meganian for... probably Thunderbolt or something. Nope, did not. Okay. I have Shadow Clone now. Okay. Night Slap, yep, super effective. I want to save Meganian for his failings, of course. That's why I'm playing here. Are you kidding me? 1 HP left! Here's failings. Failings, let us break through the bounds of justice with Mega Evolution. Alright, that's good. Defeat, how incredibly unjust. Leaf Storm, no thank you. Power was just great for my justice to crush, and I'm strong I thought I could defeat Laban and thus heal for my past trauma. It seems I still have more training to do. On the plus side though, that means I have room for the growth. I have high hopes for my future self. I wish you all the best in your upcoming battles, Dark. Another outstanding battle. Thank you for that performance, Dark and Ivor. I do hope the remaining battle for this round will be equally enjoyable to watch. Dear friends and undercats, we have arrived at the end of round 2. The winning trainers were Corbeau and Dark, which means they will be our competitors in round 3. Once you're ready, please speak to LeBron on the court. Yep, Corbeau next. Do I want to... I should use guard jump. I should start with guard jump. Without further ado, let the battle between Corbeau and Dark begin. So, I'm up against you. This is quite a venue. It's a perfect place to repay you for the defeat you handed me the other day. I think I enjoy that. Boss, just remember you're training with me! You'll be fine! What idiot! I'll need to teach him to keep his mouth shut! But well, me and my crew's got stronger. Scolopede and the rest are ready to go. Now then, let's have some fun. I've grown to love this music of his battle theme. I really like Corbeau after his shenanigans, and now I have to do that again. Yeah, like I said, regarding with his whole breaking the whole. Yes, he uses a Arbok, but I have to switch with Ampharos because he sends in Gyarados. I think his Gyarados is specifically for him to counter his it's specifically for him to counter his Pokemon's weaknesses. Especially his main ace, because it's of course his Scolopede, of course. Because Scolopede is weak to two types, and which Gyarados can counter. Your last chance, Scolopede, but this is where the fun starts. Mega Scolopede, I love this design. I really want to get myself a shiny one and get the... Of course, you were waiting for me to do that. The only types, it will not exactly, Gyarados will not be able to, like, the counter, actually, is, his weakness to, still weak to rock types. He has, that's Gyarados, yeah, he has Rosewaite, so that can counter his weakness to rock unless we have to deal with a Pokemon just like my, you and your Pokemon sure this way, and I give you that, like my, Camerupts. Blast. So I got that. So, and the other one is Flying. Yeah, Flying also is not a Pokemon that any of his, that's the only type none of his Pokemon actually counter. Because Arbok, Rosewaite, Gyarados, just the weakness of, Blast, that's still not good enough, eh? Not even have a road Phillip in to help me train up. Embarrassing as I am to admit it. Still, the battles with you are a good time. Swing by our office again if you want to have some fun. I got every moment of your battle for my VIP courtside seats. Thank you for your truly spectacular performance, Dark and Corbeau. The trainer who fought all the way to the top of the list, Super Tournoi, to just see is my personal favorite, Dark. In your next spell, you'll be facing off against none other than your gracious host, me. So we... Actually, no, I have to send in my Meganian, because I know what's coming up next. Time has come for you and I to battle, my dear Dark. Time and time again, I was delaying in bringing a lesser portrait to Noir to just see him to fruition. In the end, I can resort to putting my influence as a social elite to make it happen. Now here we are, about to begin the final round. May it live to no, nay, exceeds the wildest expectations of your lovely guest with spectac. There! What's with that Pokemon? How did he even get in here? Gah! More trouble! I don't know what's going on, but I can't afford to let anything else go wrong. Here's Zygarde's wish. Is that a man a fan of dogs, perhaps? It can be. He's alive? The leader of Team Flare? Who vanished after his failed attempt to create the world he dreamed of? Lysander! Wait, the guy who used that ultimate weapon 5 years ago? Dang, that's a shocking turn of events. I don't care, I wanna go home. Huh? What? No way! That's Lysander! That's Lysander over there, isn't it? Can it, Philip? Don't make a scene in front of Lysander. You're embarrassing me. Zygarde showed itself in order to face you in battle, Dark. It's ways that you two face each other in earnest to forge a strong bond in doing so. The type of bond that I mean is a connection that can never be severed. Without such a mighty bond, you cannot hope to save Lumiose from crisis. I don't know whether to throw this guy out or ready to hold Lady to see him back. How marvelous! I admire the fierce determination that drove you to interrupt our demand to demand your own, my dear. Allah! I myself designed nothing more to battle against Dark. So believe me when I say I can sympathize with this dear Pokemon 1000%. And that entrance could be more splendid than a surprise appearance by a special guest. You are Lysander, yes? Naturally, I recognize your visage. You are quite a celebrity in colors, after all. I will ask the hotel staff to come by with more hors d'oeuvres. It doesn't matter who I was. I remember none of it. I am here only to say that I wish for Zygarde and Dark to battle. Why, yes, of course. By all means. Lebon, would you handle this? Okay, this is something that I find really funny in this entire section. Yep. Yep. Deceive ordered LeBron to get Zygarde in front of the elevator to get a picture with for the tournament bracket, but of course, just to have Zygarde just be squeezed right in there. Doc, your next opponent will be this mysterious Pokemon as Zygarde. Yeah, because it's like the elevator is right over there. Of course, it had to be the lobby because otherwise it would not clash with the whole thing. Ready the bell, Zygarde. Zygarde's body is comprised of entities known as Zygarde cells. The more Zygarde cells that gather, the stronger Zygarde's capabilities. So I've heard. I want to claim there's also one particular Zygarde cell that was there, which is that one with the red core, which is a Zygarde core. That is Zygarde's 50% form. Zygarde cores, if you want to know what the deal is, if you want to know how Zygardes really work, its biology, Zygarde is a clump of multiple entities of Zygarde cells and Zygarde core. A core is its brain, and the Zygarde cells make up the body. So, a core and a brain, and since you only need like one Zygarde core in order to create it, and then it will be adding a lot of cells in order to create this body. That's why Zygarde will not be able. That's why Zygarde coming from a dog to this serpentine form makes perfectly sense, because it can just build its body in any way to form. Because the only thing that really matters about Zygarde, what makes Zygarde the Zygarde, is the brain, the Zygarde core. Makes really interesting about Zygarde. You got in the bell with the mysterious Pokemon Zygarde. Zygarde 50% form. Remember this is a Bell, so he will attack us. Type may change as well as its stats. The type is the only thing that I said it well. I said it wrong. Its form may change as well as its stats, but not the type. It's still a dragon and ground type in this state. And Zygon is not an easy opponent. As you can see, it's tanking my hits. Even with everything going on. Do be sure to remember that he will attack us. He uses Dragon Breath on us. So pay attention to where Zygarde is looking. And be sure not to stand where Zygarde is attacking. So stay as close, as far away from Zygarde before doing anything, because yeah, he will attack us with his Lance Wrap and whatnot. Really good signature move, by the way. I will be explaining everything about Zygarde later. And one thing I will also like to mention, the music is a little bit different, even though you cannot actually tell. Yeah, but there's Zygarde, he's done. As best I could tell, Zygarde seemed pleased. Now we have seen Zygarde in its 50% form, but not yet in its ultimate one. Zygarde complete. I will collect the remaining Zygarde cells as Zygarde has commanded me. You must focus on becoming a Pokemon trainer mighty enough to fight at Zygarde's side. Denizens of Lumiose, please listen. The time has come for each of you to consider what it means that Zygarde came here today. I pray that you all find the right answer. I mean, Zygarde, the appearing is actually like a sign of bad things to come, actually. Very similar to like an Absol. Aloha, my dear Dark! To emerge victorious from a battle against a surprise challenger, you truly are exceptional. And now, it's time for the undeniable, incredible Dark, and the exceedingly incredible host of this terrific tournament to begin the final round with not merely the final battle, it's also our promotion match. I hope that you all have gathered here and are ready to witness the riveting resolution of today's event. Aloha! At long last, we get to battle one another, Dark. Let's do this! Our tournament has been so eventful. One might think it has been going on for years. And now here we are, after so many twists and turns at the conclusions of this momentous event. How glad I am to have ended the Zerial. It has allowed me to cross paths with some of the greatest trainers in Lumiose, including yourself. Thank you very much. Once I have reached rank A, I will make an wish to bring happiness to the people of Lumiose. To do so, I will make each and every one of them into the strongest trainers they can be, and for that is my duty as a influential socialite. Let us begin our promotional match, and the conclusion of the Super Tournoi, the Jacif. Let me be a battle worthy of the occasion. Canary, Ivor, Corbeau, and Zygarde 50% form. To finally choose a seat. I know what you're starting out with. I know what you're starting out with. I know what you're starting out with. Here comes the Self Rocks. I'm not letting you set up the Self Rocks against me. Thank you, Stone Edge Alright, even though it is a freaking Carbink. Oh no, you're gonna be in that. And if it isn't obvious already, Nick mentioned she loves her fairy types, but then again, she's breaking the rules with her bringing in another Pokemon in the midst, being in Aurorus. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I was like, I didn't think of that just then. I just didn't think. Bring in a guard jump against this thing. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I didn't bring a dragon and ground type against a rock and ice type. I'm a weirdo. Using Moonblast against me. Yeah, we're almost at the end there. I need to use this thing because Clefable is her ace. A very fitting Pokemon in my opinion. It is our responsibility to at least to guide the masses, Clefable. Mega Clefable! A fairy and flying type. In my opinion, a very fitting Pokemon to have as a race. Magnifique! What a fine display of by both you and your Pokemon! Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations, now processing your promotion. From B to A. So that means also you get yourselves to, when you're going to the whole thing, a most heartfelt congratulations on your victory, as well as your promotion. Have a look at these our audience. Everyone looks so pleased. I dare say we managed to convey to them the joy that comes when training some Pokemon with deep bond battles side by side. Please continue your efforts to protect the city of Olympia's nature. I would help however I can. As a token of my gratitude, please accept this Super Deluxe TM of Play Rough. And finally, let us end this sensational soiree with a special fist bump as a gesture of goodwill. Now then, let us give another heartfelt round of applause to Dara. I will of course show next time. I make a little promise. I do already have a challenge ticket in my my own personal save file, the main save file. But I do need to show you off the ZA Royale at this point because there is now there's now a major difference in your opponents now when you look at that. I will try to make it like a task of mine to battle at least 2 of these. Wow, Dark, I can't believe you and Justine won the tournament and you won Justine tournament and your promotion match. You're rank B now, I'm still rank C, but I'll catch up to you in my promotion match tomorrow. And how better to celebrate than my signature croissant curry? Let's eat. I thought we might all get to eat at a ritzy party. But well, maybe next time. Having the same meal as always doesn't feel very celebratory, but I suppose I could have a bite. When I'm coming around to appreciate the delights of croissant curry, Naveen? No. But it will be rude of me to refrain from eating when we're celebrating. Its delights are and will remain lost on me. Anyway, heck of a tournament, wasn't it? I can't believe even Zygarde showed. Who is Zygarde? It's a legendary Pokemon and a total enigma. Emma's been on its tail. For some reason, it seems to have taken a shine to Dark. Oh, that's the Pokemon we saw after he calmed down that Mega Barbarical? So it's kinda strange, but it'll real actually for some reason, so I'd like to see. They're not the same at all. You should probably ask AC about Zygarde. He might know more. Actually, anyone seen Florette? She usually joins in when celebrating. I saw her head up the roof with AZ earlier. Okay. Well, for now, let's dig in. Ong. You were meant to be a guardian of the city, towering over her and watching her always. A 3,000-year-old desire, once foolishly held. A 3,000-year-old mistake, so very foolishly made. It even cost me you, my beloved Follett. He's coughing. He's losing his health is declining very, very rapidly. Now these bright young lives must pay my remaining debts, or Lumios's future will be lost. About long, I actually didn't manage to look up how it sounded in like a musical translate, and thankfully I need to make mention of Ong. Ong is French for angel, by the way. So like a guardian angel of some kind. Here's what Aisley is referencing. Lumiose trembles. AC, what's the matter? Prism Tower. The unease spilling from it can now be felt even at this distance. Then it's time we did something about it. Not yet. The only one who can control the tower is Mega Floette. We will need the strongest Mega Evolution user if we put this situation to rights. Did you say Mega Floette? Well, I guess I've got no real choice but to handle the top of the zero. Yeah, prove I can handle it. Yes. If you can prove that you are the strongest of all, then Floette may respond to your strength. I know, Floette. I know. You said last night you're still rank C, right, Donnie? That's right. Then the strongest Mega Evolution you use is all but guaranteed to be dark. Hey, let me calm you out. I'm the leader of Team MZ, remember? Just watch, I'll climb right past the arc in the rankings. And then I'll make things right in Lumiose. I'll help so many people in Pokemon at once. That's the spirit. It won't be fair to leave everything up to dark. I'll be pulling it for you too, Tony. Good luck climbing the ranks. I got a message from Vinny. He says I should come meet him at Quasodico. Wonder what he needs. He asked for you to come too, Dark. Number of out zones has increased. In case regarding that, I should have to make mention how my footage got corrupted. I tried to get my hands on like completing the Pokédex a little quick because I do want to like get myself more TMs in order to get some stuff done, especially for my Garchomp and whatnot. And let's just say, after doing it for a long time, that's what caused my footage to be corrupted, and I was in the middle of uploading a video. The same video actually, so I had to cancel the upload, and that's what caused things to get corrupted. You're both here, good. I'm sorry for the urgent summons. What's the matter, you? What did you need me in Dark for? I'm afraid we don't have any answers. I was merely tasked with reaching out to you. President Jet is waiting for inside. She will be the one to explain. Man, I brought Team NC's leader, Tawny, and her teammate, Dark, as well. Thank you both for sparing me for some of your time. Tawny, Dark, the two of you helped me out of a difficult situation the other day, along with that gentleman from the Rust Syndicate. I'm sorry I failed to properly express my appreciation sooner. So it wasn't true, right, what that trainer was saying? You made his claim that the Pokemon flocking to Lumiose are part of some plot by our company? Of course that's incorrect. Truly, the extent of our involvement in this entire affair is the use of our holotech barriers. These barriers encircle the wild zone and keep wild Pokemon damaging their surroundings. Specifically though, they are intended to prevent wild Pokemon that have gone Rogue Mega Evolution from causing widespread damage. Makes sense? After the incident 5 years ago, Lumiose City was hemorrhaging people, and property values were in freefall. This is why the Urban Redevelopment Plan was established. but it was a risky venture. The mayor could not find businesses willing to take on the project, so it fell to my company, Cosatico Incorporates. The initial plan was to create a city that belonged to both people and Pokemon, a place where wild Pokemon could live alongside humans. There were concerns from some uneasy with the idea, even those with no ties to the city. Still, it was a noble undertaking and worth pursuing. But when we began investigating Prism Tower to plans for repairs and improvements, we became aware of something we had not anticipated. The tower was emitting a peculiar energy. That is when we also detected that strange power, which we call Mega Power, in all corners of Lumio City. At the same time, wild Pokemon were flocking the city in droves, as if drawn to this power. And now we have Rogue Mega Evolution. In this dire phenomenon becomes commonplace, the people will abandon Lumiose once more. Don't worry, Team MZ will get this all under control. Thank you for that, young lady. Beg pardon, man. It seems I'm being called for. If you would excuse me for just a moment. It was thanks to Vinny that came to know of AZ. Which also led me to your group, Team MZ, and to me asking so much of you children now. As you wouldn't want to help save the people on Pokemon of Lumiose. We're glad to help, right, Doc? Yeah, for Lumiose's future. Thank you both. I wish to make this a city where people and Pokemon truly can live together. Help me make that dream a reality. We certainly will. Which means we better get to work right away. Thanks for having us. One last question before you go, Tawny. If you don't mind me asking, that jacket of yours, where did you obtain it? It was my mom's. I keep it to remember her by. I see. Forgive me. I just thought it looked familiar somehow. If you remember where you might have seen it, please let me know, ma'am. I came here to Lumio searching for someone. Your memory could be the clue I need. Now, if you excuse us, please one more moment of your time. I will just brief about the latest readings. We detected concentrations of Mega Power. I will email you all the details, as usual. Leave it to us. That's what Team NZ here is for. We're gonna make Lumiose a city that people and Pokemon can share. Like you were saying, ma'am. Come on, dog. We're heading back to the hotel. It's time for another strategy meeting. Also, one thing, if you do want the shiny charm, you do need to get every single Mega Stone you need to get because of the Mega Evolution Pokédex. So, why did Vanny call you over to Quasartico? I guess the president just wanted us to know they've got our backs and appreciate their work. She said she's counting on us to take care of the Rogue Mega Evolution problem. On that note, did you both hear from Verdi and Rogue Mega Evolution reports for us to look into? That we did. But I suppose it's time for another strategy meeting. Alright, let's get the thing started. So this will be, of course, the very last set, by the way. Here's some new info from Vinny. Our first concern is a Dragonite in first Sector 3. Second, in John Sector 4, we got a Tyranitar to check out. And finally, there's a Starmie in Blue Sector 9. All three of those can be difficult to tackle even when they haven't Mega Evolved. Which means they'll be extremely tough customers when Rogue Mega Evolution sets in. Do you feel up to this? Of course! Team Z will be supporting you on the ground as always. Even with our help, these will be serious opponents. We can't let our guards down. Sure, but think of how good we got and have working together now. Yeah, we call so many rogue Pokemon, Team Z is a well-oiled machine. True enough. Okay, so to recap, we got 3 more Pokemon at the risk of Rogue Mega Evolution. We'll stake you out at each of the locations, then support Dark from there. First up, the Dragonite in Vert Sector 3 goes to Tawny. And if you go keep an eye on that Tyranitar in John Sector 4. And I'll be sent by to help the Starmie in Blue Sector 9. You always seem to leave the heaviest load on your shoulder, Dark. I can handle it. Thanks, Dark. I'm really glad to hear that. And you can count on us to heal up your Pokemon before we get into battle. Alright, team, move out. Time to save more Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. Tyranitar, Dragonite, and Stormbeam. Those are indeed formidable opponents indeed. I want to deal with Dragonite first because I believe that's one I had the most difficult getting myself up there. Because getting yourself from rooftop to rooftop is not exactly an easy task to do so. Yeah, that's not exactly where I need to be. From what I remember, it's like on a very large rooftop. So, do I have Dragonite? Yeah, I got Dragonite as my first opponent, which I want to deal with first. Dragonite is a new Mega, but all of these Pokemon do not change their type when they Mega Evolve. So I will say that right now. So we have two new ones, one old one. So make that with that information as you will, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So it's somewhere around this thing here. So I need to get myself up there, and that's how I can get myself the thing. So I need to look around here in order to get my hands on that. So because you need to go that way. I believe there's like a scaffolding here, and that's allowing me to get myself up there. Yeah, by Cafe Cyclone. Yeah, I have to go here in order to get myself up there, because you need to go through here. But of course, make sure you have the water type in order to do that, because otherwise you cannot get past this gunk. Thank you. Because there is a Holo Vader right here. There's a scaffolding right here that allows us to climb right up. Then you want the Rotoglide up here. And also, yeah, Lumious Tower has got himself a bit of an issue right here. Now you can see that the thing has been covered by something. There's the Dragonites, and I recommend, let's see, what do I need? I can use Guard Jump can fly no matter if it's Mega or not, so that's really good. There you are, Dragonite is just up ahead. So Dragonite is a pretty troublesome Pokemon. It hits hard, and is built tough. Its Mega Evolution was only recently discovered too, we don't really know what to expect from it. That person you're looking for. Yeah. I guess I feel I need to protect the city since the person I'm searching for is here somewhere. Right now that means taking care of Lumio's Rogue Mega Evolution problem. Let's save this Dragonite. The very first instance where we found out that there will be indeed new Mega Evolutions. Which was this one right here. Mega Dragonite. I love Mega Dragonite's design. It's like many people were expecting like a very cool, like a very epic form, but it's just very angelic. But this, and making instances of having some Dragonair stuff. Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that. I did read on how Dragonite acts. It's because it's supposed to be a very kind-hearted Pokemon, and here its kind in this Mega Evolution is there. Its kindness got got so enhanced that it's that it actually sees as a mercy to attack like as like an act of kindness to finish spells a lot very quickly. So that's why in my opinion this mega fits the vibe. Okay, now it's angry, so once again be doing some stuff which I actually find quite cool. It'll be going to the center, just like always. Okay, so I will do this, and now retract Mega Gyarados, yeah, because now it's sending a tornado, but also something else, because I know this is the one time where we actually will be swapping things up. Yeah, it's charging a power, we want to start that real quick. Okay, managed to stop that. But I think it will still be doing what it wants to do. Yeah, it's gonna do it right now. If you stop the attack, it will just shoot this Hyper Beam and a small blast. If it was able to charge up completely, it will use Hyper Beam as a massive explosion. So that's one thing, another case. Oh, and be wary of his Dragon Rushes, by the way. So when it will be going up, it will use Dragon Rush. Okay, so probably gonna like do this thing again. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let him show you off these epic Hyper Beam. Well, Gyarados is still Mega Evolved, of course. Okay, attack Mega Drive to let it charge up. I am not gonna do that. They can do it for all I can. There it comes. Here it comes. His epic Hyper Beam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you cannot dodge that. Oh, and he's using Dragon Rush. Oh, it's using Dragon Rush again. So choosing between an amazing explosion or just having Dragonite just firing you in rapid successively with its Hyper Beam. Kinda epic! So there you got the Dragonite. Yeah, that's really the meme. Dragonite. You're on the roll, Doc. Sooner or later we're gonna figure out what's causing all these Pokemon to go rogue. Then let yours be a place for shared by people and Pokemon, just like the folks at Quasodico once. Give it up! That's Mega Dragonite done. And many people thought like the whole cause of Mega Dragonite was the reason because of its, well, Dragonite and all of the Mega Zone has "ite" at the end of the thing, and so. But thankfully, that's not gonna happen. So next up is Tyranitar. I want to do Starmie for last. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with Mega. Yes, I have Tyranitar as my main mission, and thankfully Tyranitar is not too far to find. Colberry. There's a hole over there right here. I can just go up on the roof and just drop down to where Mega Tyranitar is. Here's our likely soon to Mega Hall target, Tyranitar, the armor Pokemon. You did your research, huh? As you expect from its name, it possesses impressive defenses. This may be a long fight. But my Scrapfish should do well against a Tyranitar in terms of type matchups. And in any case, this Tyranitar needs our help, so we simply have to do it. The concentration of Mega Power in your vicinity is rising rapidly. Rogue Mega Evolution is imminent. I bet you could handle this on your own if you had to, but you can count on Scrafty and me for help. Mega Tyranitar! I love saying that. Tyranitar is has such a cool sounding name. Now I do know that Tyranitar's whole thing is that Mega Tyranitar will not start really impressively, but it is a very... It will become very tough later on. Not letting you do that, Tyranitar, buddy. Right, here it comes. No, it's after all, the main thing about the Rogue Mega Evolution is, of course, when they start, after you did that. Oh, the sand tunes. Okay, and here's the main thing. I'm gonna withdraw Megane real quick, because it's using Stone Edge. I'm guessing another sand tube case? Yes, it will be, after he stopped getting nuked. It's now in rage. Okay, so I'm gonna retract. So of course here comes the Stone Edge. What else? You're done? Okay. Oh, here comes the sand tube. Oh, and it's using Earthquake. You want to get rid of the Earthquake? Stay as far away from that. And now also... a Sandstorm. Yeah, very pretty. So it will be very... If you're gonna heal up in this fight, it's not exactly shameful, to say the least. Don't touch me. I need Mega Power in order to do that. Let's use Guard Jump just in case because of the... It's using like... Okay, it's Sandstorm has the part that's is gone. Let's have Guard Jump to help me with getting my my Mega Gauge off. Okay, that's good. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, so now let's switch in. Effects are working. But of course now it's stun like this, so... now it's gonna do the whole, yeah, it's gonna, okay. Come back here. And of course, he's also going to use the Earthquake. After this. So first thing first, Moon know you. So letting go. And also send up the Sandstorm. There you go. Yeah, Tyranitar is a tough cookie. I was expecting a Tyranitar after all, eh? Got the Tyranitar right. All these wild Pokemon getting Lumiose and all this Rogue Mega Evolution. I'll be able to leave when we can finally figure out the cause and put these mysteries to bed. I'll keep looking into it on my end as well. Rogue Mega Tyranitar done. There's still only Starmie left. And I saved this one for a reason. A reason indeed. Okay, so first thing first, I need to find myself up on the roof. So that's the priority number one. Whoa, kids! Step away from the hole of it. It's not safe. Oh, lots of Beldums. There's a bunch of Beldums thrown around that old elevator. Just gotta get up and running, but no one can use it. I chase them up, but no one can do 4 at once. Huh? They can use. Guess I can. If I do that, I can get up there well, like no problem. Not Meganium. Meganium would be like a dumb idea to do this. I believe, yeah, you cannot catch these guys. Get rid of the Beldum. Now folks can finally. Wait, they're back? Jeez, why does this keep happening to us? There the Aments, how you're getting on. Oh, sorry, you see these little guys? Now look at all those Beldum, look at you. See, Beldum are made of magnets, they love to holomagnetic waves and holovators emit. It means you got the holovator up and running just fine. Guess I'll head back to my post then. So maybe this Beldum here because they took a shine to the holovator, I repair it. You know, I bet these Beldum around would have made it a cinch to tell when a holovator broken. Alright, new plan. I'm gonna catch these rascals and make them in partners. That gives you the Rocky Helmet. Ooh, I like the Rocky Helmet. Hold on, you lot. You don't want to mess with the Pokemon up ahead. It's probably a Mega Power or whatever. I'm ready below, so no one's getting by me. It feels like I've seen you two before, though. It's Targated! And the other one! Y'all's trained as strong as you ought to be alright. Come on, follow me. I mean, Philip would probably like be having a word with us. For goodness sake. Which imbecile let 2 civilians waltz in here when I specifically said to block off the area? Mr. Philip, hi, what are you doing here? We were served word of a Pokemon behaving erratically. We cannot allow any Lumiose resident to be harmed, so we came to evaluate the situation. I thought that if need be, I could take care of the situation personally. Yeah, your intel was spot on. The erratic Pokemon you were warned about is at risk of undergoing Rogue Mega Evolution, and we're here to calm it down. I see. So you're trying to keep Lumiose safe, just like us. Problem is, I'm here on direct orders from the boss. He would hardly be pleased I simply stepped aside for you. I'm sure you can understand. Then what we're supposed to do? It's simple. If Dark defeats my team, then I will be unable to take on other opponents. So a pretty simple, fair thing. It's simply a simple, fair battle who gets a fight against the Mega Starmie. And I got a camera this time, so that Celix ain't scaring me. I got both Earth Power and Lava Plume. Add one. I can use Earth Power. That thing has a crappy portfolio. Well, you can't do it. I don't know how far I got with my footage. We're about to... It was after I defeated the Mega Starmie, and know what my next opponent is going to be for the promotion match, because it's a bit of a different foe than we do normally. Okay, what Pokemon is left? Scizor, of course. Oh, how dare. Mega Evolution proves a bond. Let me show you the true beauty of Skarmory. Well, Skarmory is proving to be a headache for me in my personal save file. Catching one in the... Because in Wild Zone 17, I'm pretty sure people are flinching at me saying that, is a pain to deal with. And not because of the obnoxious amount of Pyroars there. It's because it's a difficult Pokemon to catch. The true strength lies in drawing out the full strength of your Pokemon. I need to what I need to do is try out the strategy, like saving when you knocked it out, and then throw a Pokeball and keep doing it over and over again. Drive complete is the Team Z, that's of course. I can understand why the boss holds you in such high regards. When I first met the boss, I thought nobody could surpass him, and yet I find that the world may be bigger than I ever imagined. That's kind of funny coming from you, Philip. You're older than Corbeau and the rest of us. Age matters little when it comes to greatness. In my childhood years, I was always formidable in physical strength and in my talent for battles. As such, I was able to keep the local ruffians under control and under my command. But I was still nothing but a young fool. I was strong, yes, but I didn't put food on the table. It was only thanks to Lysander's support that I managed to survive those days. That wasn't the case for Mr. Corbeau. He negotiated with Lysander, convincing the man to give him seed money for his ventures. Mr. Corbeau started up all sorts of businesses. Security services, Pokemon couriers, and even some things that perhaps aren't entirely above board. He was quite a little upstart, so me and my gang thought he needed to be taught a lesson. Yet young Mr. Corbeau and his partner Venerbeard gave us the slip at every turn, always one step ahead, until we were forced to admit defeat. He outdid us completely, in an area entirely unrelated to Pokemon battles. Ever since then, he was the only person I called my boss. Maybe I shouldn't have told you all that. In exchange for your silence, please take this. This is a water stone, right? only a partner of yours, and it will surely help you protect Lumios. Now, please make sure if handle things here. If the city goes down, the West Syndicate will have no clients left to work with after all. If I use the stone Phillips gave me, it will be Stormy versus Stormy. Think I should do it? Well, it was a gift. Right, yeah. Okay, I'll vote a partner, and we gotta calm down that Rogue Mega Stormy. There was a reason why I saved Starmie for last, and it's very apparent to see the moment you see it Mega Evolve. I love the design of Mega Starmie. Before Starmie works Megalunus that's in, yes please. Heal my Pokemon. Make sure you and the game stay safe, okay? Mega Stormy! I'm glad. This is the main reason why I wasn't exactly too bummed out to do this battle, because I can do this battle a little sooner than I can do it again. Like, I love Mega Stormy's battle. This one is really good because once again, not only is this battle like really intense and scary, because you'll see soon later. But my main thing I like about Mega Stormy is this design. Look at it, the whole thing is that it gained legs. It's a Starman! I love the look. Okay, this is one of the reasons why I love this fight. Because his charge up attacks involves him running at us! Yeah, he literally just runs at us because at such a high speed. It still doesn't know what the normal Starmie does with whole spinning in circles when it goes up, but it just also do that with the whole it's running in place. Okay, so it's probably going to do it again. Okay, but it's getting angry now. But okay. I think one thing I definitely need to rely on just Thunderbolts. I need to actually also do this because it's gonna do this. What it's gonna do is gonna run in certain places and use Hydro Pump. So because he keeps running around, it's not exactly handy to deal with. I think Pokemon using moves like Thunderbolts and Thunderbolts and whatnot to deal with the whole. It keeps running away because yeah, see, it's very tough to deal with that, and the Hydro and doing it repeatedly is also like really whack. So this is a difficult battle indeed. You think that because Starmie was like including with two other suitors, it will be like really difficult? Well, it is difficult. Mega Starmie is not an easy opponent. The fact that it will just not sit still is the main concern. So my Thunderbolt is actually a really handy move to use. Also, why can I use think thunder. Aqua Jet involves him like keep jumping and make a splash when he comes down. Okay, now I'm gonna Mega Evolve my Ampharos. There we go. Is it gonna dash? Yeah, it's gonna dash on me. So yeah, Thunderbolt we go. Get it out of my Ampharos's face. My Thunderbolt is not exactly on charge up. I didn't use a Thunderbolt before I get the chance. Okay. There we go. Okay, so right before it, before the reversion. Okay, so I'm gonna focus entirely on dodging the Hydro Pump. It will do this a long time, by the way. So I will be focusing on the Hydro Pumps. Is it that? Not yet. Wait until it roars. There we go, like that. That's the moment, that's the cue you're trying to look for. It powered up. Break and swap, need to get rid of that defense stuff. Okay, so I'm hug the boundaries and whatnot. Oh, he's probably like going to do the whole charging thing again, yeah. There you come, yeah, it's going to charge at me! Oh, yeah, it does multiple times. Okay, it's gonna do it again! Yeah. I forgot he does it multiple times. But that doesn't work, it will not work. And I think I should finally have my Gyarados finally play this time, because... No, that's not actually very smart, because... Oh no! Yeah, because Stormy will assist all those attacks. Nope! Okay, can I Mega Evolve? Okay, it does that, so I can start off the Solar Beam, that's good. Solar Beam. Yes, okay. So hectic battle no matter what. Good work, Doc. That's another Rogue Pokemon successfully calmed. These spells really take it out of you. I know we gotta help these poor Pokemon stop their subbing, but jeez, they let off with the super fierce attacks. And they're running around dodging leaves me absolutely starving. I think Lumio's restaurants might have started with all this as a plot to bring in customers. Nah, couldn't be, it wouldn't be right. Collecting all of the Rogue Pokemon being reported. Why don't we regroup back at the hotel for now? That was Tony, so I'm guessing he wants us to back Hotel Z to debrief. I need to have a drink, by the way. My throat is dry. I managed to save a little bunch of Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. As usual, it was largely thanks to your efforts. In fact, you really outdid yourself this time. I'm so glad you got you on the Team MZ. Hey, Z, can I ask you something? Yes, what is it, my young friend? You keep saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution user, but how do we determine that? Like, how do we know which trainer is actually the strongest? That is up to Floret to decide. How do you mean? I mean, it will require the greatest Mega Evolution users to handle Floret's true power. For the moment, let us simply be glad you all continue to succeed in calming Rogue Pokemon. But do we know how Floret would even decide who's the strongest? Maybe there's gotta be a Pokemon trainer that Floret thinks she could rely on. Well, it must be dark. Is that true? Grisham, this is your promotion match announcement for Trainer Dark B. Opponents, your next promotion match has been decided. You are to face Trainer Grisham, rank B. The trainer who wins will be promoted to rank A. So it's finally time. You're closing in rank A now, the very top of the Royale. One question, who the heck is Grisham? Does anyone know? Odd that they've made it to rank B and managed to keep their face secrets. Some folks prefer not to show their face in their profile photo. They want to keep their daily lives and their ZRL activities separate. Some people register under pseudonyms or nicknames too. That's true, but still. How are you supposed to find them to have your promotion match? You have to wait for them to find you, I guess? And Westing is getting worse with Prison Tower? No way, we can't just sit back and wait. Let's ask Emma. Yeah, she's our best bet. Let's head to the Looker Bureau, so I can try to find out more about this Grisham. Looks like a competition to see who hits rank A first has begun. Who joins the Serie Royale under a false name? There are some strange people out there. The strongest Mega Evolution user. Another role I should have fulfilled, and yet I failed to. I will see you next time for when I'm going to do that, and hopefully I can do that on my personal account. See you then.